welcome to another online assembly. It's nice to see you all, sort of. Of course, I'll be seeing you all in person next week, so I'm looking forward to that, as I'm sure that many of you are too. Can I begin by saying thank you very much to all the staff who are currently working tirelessly to make sure that your return to school all goes according to plan. At the same time that they're delivering online lessons, at the same time they're supporting the hub and helping out with pastoral care and making sure that everything is all well with regard to the SQA assessments that are about to happen as well. So lots of work going on just now to make sure that you're all catered for and looked after. But also, well done to all the youngsters who are engaging in their online learning and in school doing practical work just now. That work's going really well, I hear, so well done. Finally, can I thank the SPLT who have put together this assembly item, and it's going to cover International Women's Day, comic relief, weekly challenges and achievements. So I hope you enjoy the assembly. We will have another full assembly next week for the senior phase at 9:30 on Monday, and we'll go over all the return to work stuff for the seniors who are coming in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll have an in-person assembly for the BGE kids S1 to 3, and that'll take place on Thursday when you all come in. I'm just going to pop up a wee chat that will show you when you are due in for next week, and then after that we'll kick on with the assembly, and thanks to the SPLT. Have a great week, everyone.
Hi everyone, we hope you're all well.
We're looking forward to welcoming everyone back into school next week.
This assembly is about Women's Day and comic relief.
We hope you enjoy.
International Women's Day is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women. Around the world, groups come together celebrating women's achievements and rallying for women's equality.
In 1908, there was a lot of unrest and debate among women. The inequality women were facing made them become more vocal, and so they started campaigning for change. Later in 1908, 15,000 women marched through the streets of New York demanding shorter hours, better pay and the right to vote. In 1910, Clara Zetkin, the leader of the Women's Office for the Social Democratic Party in Germany, had the idea of an International Women's Day. She proposed that every year in every country there should be a celebration to celebrate women and fight for their needs. The conference consisted of over 100 women from 17 countries. They all unanimously granted Clara's wish, and so every year Women's Day is celebrated. Campaigns and rallies were held all across the world to fight for women's rights. In 1975, International Women's Day was celebrated for the first time by the United Nations.
We celebrate International Women's Day on the 8th of March, and March is also Women's History Month. This is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture and society.
Why is it important? It is important as we celebrate the achievements of women. This year, for International Women's Day, participants are encouraged to choose to challenge gender bias and inequality and celebrate women's achievements. This can help as women can feel supported as they stand together to face challenges that happen in their daily life.
What can you do to support International Women's Day? It's important to do your research and find out the history behind International Women's Day and the reasons for supporting it. You can also support the work of women by listening to music by female artists or reading books written by female authors. You should speak about what you support and educate on other people on the importance of International Women's Day as well as equality. You can also take political action, such as doing things like signing petitions.
Now we will talk about comic relief. Comic relief is about having fun and making the world a better place. The organisation raises money and then uses it to help poverty and unfairness. It works in the UK and also in the poorest countries in the world. It raises money from the public in the UK by getting involved in fun special events. It then uses the money raised to support charities. They also aim to educate people by explaining the causes of poverty in Africa and problems faced by groups and communities in the UK. It also lets people in the UK know how they can change things for the better.
Comic relief started in July 1985 and was started by Richard Curtis and Lenny Henry in response to a famine in Ethiopia, and started off as comedians making people laugh to raise money. This year, Red Nose Day is on Friday the 19th of March. The main event of Comic Relief is Red Nose Day, a televised fundraising event that happens in March every 2 years. At the end of Comic Relief 2015, it was announced that over the whole 30 years since it began, the Red Nose Day and Sports Relief charity events had raised over £1.4 billion.
This year, it is more important than ever to have fun and raise money to support people with tough lives. To get involved, you can do anything from holding a fundraiser to buying a red nose and watching Comic Relief live on TV. This year, celebrities are taking part in red nose and spoon races, comedy challenges, and covering miles of distance to raise money for Comic Relief.
Why is it important? Well, Comic Relief works to end child poverty. They fund programs to keep children safe, healthy, and educated. Comic Relief is not only about helping to end child poverty, but also they aim to provide relief through comedy for their viewers. This is especially important during these difficult times. They help to bring everyone together while working towards ending child poverty and improving people's lives.
We are all very excited to be returning to school soon. And we understand that things will be different when we go back, but we're happy to be seeing everyone again. Mr. Bain has released a video on the YouTube about a safe return to school and explained how blended learning will work over the next few weeks.
This week, our challenge is Red Nose Day related. Comic Relief have released challenges on their website. They have also released a challenge that is Nose and Spoon Race. We want to see videos of you taking part in a red nose and spoon race with your family. Submit videos via the school Instagram page.
Keeping healthy. It's important to keep your physical and mental health good during lockdown. Try and get out for a bit of fresh air and exercise as often as you can, and give yourself time to relax and do something that you enjoy to help relieve the stress. Remember, there's always support available from the school, and talk to your friends as often as you can.
Now we'll talk about achievements. It is really important that you are still submitting your achievements to help contribute to winning the Clan Shield. They don't have to be anything special as long as it is something you are proud of and feel better for doing. It could be as small as learning to cook a new meal, and achievements can be submitted through the website under the Clan section.
Thank you ever so much for listening.
We hope you enjoyed this assembly.
We'll see you all soon.